Hey, angry Miyu. I kinda missed the Miyu I saw at the hot springs yesterday. That, that was something completely unrelated. You don't know what you're talking about. Stop saying such embarrassing things. Jeez! A personality disorder? What? As if one was bad enough. You're saying we've got two Miyus wandering around? Just wait, Narumi-chan. Soon we'll have a whole army of Miyus. Stop it! Stop it! Shut up, both of you! Right this instant! This is getting ridiculous! The girl, who was now blushing angrily, turned her back to me and stormed off with a huff, her arms crossed indignantly. I guess I better get up before she decides to return and kick me into gear. Thanks for the wake-up call, Narumi-chan. After apologizing to Miyu, explaining that it was merely a joke, the girl had decided that she wanted to train each of us personally. We both waited for Miyu to show up for the first part of the program, which was to take place in the town square. It reminded me of a training camp at the dojo, although I had the feeling this was about to turn out to be more fun. As we waited, I noticed that preparations were being made for what looked like a festival. I asked Narumi about it, and she told me that it was an annual celebration, happening a few days from now. As we chatted, Miyu turned up, sword in hand, and a faint smirk on her face. Perfect. It seems like you're ready. If there's something every warrior needs, it's strength and discipline. With this in mind, let us start with running laps around the village. Oh, no, not laps. That's all? Yes, and those who slack off will be punished. Now run! Without any warning, Miyu drew her sword and pointed it at the two of us. Cringing, Narumi tugged at my arm, making it clear that our teacher was not joking. Let's get down to it, shall we? Oh no, she's enjoying this far too much. We will defeat those spirits. Oh boy. Quit your yapping and get to running, unless you're eager to feel the edge of my sword. Yeah, she's totally enjoying. Come on, Takahiro-kun, let's get going. She's not going to be reasoned with like this. She's a frickin' drill sergeant. As I started to run alongside Narumi, I decided to finally take the exercise seriously. All things considered, I was surprised at the pace Narumi was running at. Even though I felt like I could brag a bit about my own physical strength, her stamina was clearly superior to mine. After several hours of running, I found myself on my back. My breathing was ragged and heavy, while Narumi was still standing upright, although visibly exhausted, judging from her panting. Miyu had also been keeping up with us, and while she was panting too, she still looked fit to fight and ready to go. Do you do this every day? Not every day, no. Otherwise we'd not get any patrolling done. But I cannot fault you for your spirit. You both did well. That was harder than anything we'd ever done before. I wouldn't be surprised if Miyu-san ends up being the final boss someday. Your strength and stamina are clearly beyond human capabilities. Clearly. Maybe she's some kind of spirit, here to be mean to us in a superhuman level. Narumi, how would you like to run 10 more laps around the village? No, I'm sorry, Great Miyu. Please forgive me. I was just kidding. You think we're allowed to break, if we pray to the almighty guardian spirit of this village? I eyed Miyu as I attempted to hold back my smile, clapping my hands together in a prayer. Narumi giggled and followed my example. O mighty Miyu-sama, you who watch over this village, please bless us with a short break, and maybe a lot of money, and a beautiful wife, and... Okay, a break is fine. You two idiots want a break that badly? Fine, I have an idea. Elder Sama needs his baths cleaned. That ought to loosen you up for the next part of the training. You hear that, Narumi-chan? We get to play at the hot springs. Yay! Clapping my hands one final time, I took Narumi and Miyu's hands by surprise and dragged the two girls towards the village elder's house. What are you doing? Let go of me right this instant. Miyu-san, it won't do you any good to be serious like that all the time. Let's have some fun. The three of us quickly reached the hot springs, and soon were preparing to begin our work. However, it didn't take us long for the somewhat serious cleaning work to turn into a series of silly games, as I started chasing Narumi around with a soap-soaked sponge, shouting in a nefarious tone.